emails. Shh. Shush. It's quiet reading. Shh. Be quiet today. You have to talk to me in whisper. One moment. Shh. We're in the library. Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you guys today? What'd you do today? Why am I so small? I should be average. It's like average. How do we whisper in text form? You speak in all lowercase. Like me. Like me. When I speak in all lowercase, it means I'm whispering. I'm just whispering to you all the time. Unless I use lots of exclamation marks, then I'm very excited. Do you understand now? Or you could do, yeah, you could do asterisk, whispers, asterisk. I don't know. Anyway, what did you guys do today? What did you do? Tell me about your day. My day was busy. I cleaned the house and I made soup and I ate rice and I drank a carbonated beverage today. It was not a sody pop. It was actually, in fact, a kombucha, which was kind of out of the ordinary for me. But it was there, so I drank it. And I wrote emails, and I talked on the phone with my dad. Papa Sheep says hello, and I think that's it. I think that's pretty much everything I did today. And then I talked to you guys today. I took a short nap. So if I sound a little eepy, it's because I took a short nap today. I was very, very tired. Your voice is lowercase, but the BGM isn't? Oh, fuck. My bad. There we go. Is that better? Like this. Sorry. Was it too loud? My apologies. Just working today, but I got some... Ooh, okay. Some food. Banger lasagna. Lasagna. You ate some lasagna. Helldiver. Built loud. Okay, sorry. Hope you were wearing a beanie while drinking the kombucha. I don't like hats very much. Do not like hats very much. My day was fine. Paid tax. Oh fuck! I have to do my taxes. That's like the one thing I didn't do today. I was supposed to do my taxes today. I have to do my taxes soon. Oh my god, I'm like really late. I have to do my taxes very soon. I don't wanna... Oh, I don't wanna do my taxes. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not a hat. I mean, my hair is too unruly. I feel like wearing a hat would be troublesome. But... yeah. Game, chilled. Taxes, silly online. Spend the night with the cutie to lull us asleep with a nice story. Okay, so guys. Today we're reading NieR Automata. Short story long. It's a collection of short stories. And I haven't started it yet, so I don't know what to expect. However, there's 8 short stories. So I figured I'd read 2 today. To make it even, because I'm weird and particular about that, and it's an even number, so I might as well just make it multiple parts. And also I don't have a lot of time to stream today, So I figure for my brain's sake, and for if it were 9, then I would read 9 shorts. Or excuse me, that's not how math works. I would read 3 today. However, it's a solid 8. So today I'm gonna read 2. That's because that's how math works. But then it's gonna be 4 parts. So just so you know, that's what we're doing today. 332. If I have time. April 15th is the deadline. You have time. I have time. Yes. The horns get in the way of hats. True. Unless it's like a cowboy hat. Today I watched... Not watched. Excuse me. Today I washed clothes and then I hung them. It started to rain outside. No! Tell it to stop raining. I'll tell it to stop raining. That's awful. How do you do taxes in the Nightmare Realm? The same way you do taxes anywhere else. The Nightmare Realm is... you know Nightmare Realm USA? It's the same. Nightmare... I'm still in Nightmare Realm USA. So it's just the same as everybody else. The NieR book. No, there is like 2 NieR books. And then there's 2 mangoes. And then there's the animu. And then there's... I haven't watched the anime. I'm pretty far behind. I'm kind of like a poser fan right now. But it's gonna be comfy time, and it's right before sleepies for some people. It's like 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m. for people in EST, 7 p.m. for people in PST. I don't know any other STs there are. So, or wait. Are we in... Wait, I've asked this before. Are we in DT or ST? Excuse me. Are we in DT or in ST? I think it's in ST. 3 a.m? Perfect. You can also go to sleep as well. Should be DT? I thought it was DT before. Sorry, I'm raising my voice. I thought it was DT before, so it's not ST now? Lisa Standard Time. It was ST before? Okay. So now... I don't know anymore. I give up. It's too much work. I don't get it. I thought we were in DT before, so all of my schedules have DT on it, and now I've been posting everything in ST. Frick. It's fishing hard. Anyway, fishing hard. I be fishing. No, I have not been fishing, actually. That's a fib. But it's dumb no matter what. That's what I'm saying. Well, if it's 3 a.m, then congratulations. You'll be able to be sleepy time just as everybody else will be too, also. Time zones and women are 2 things. I feel like if as a sheep lady, I feel like women are easy to understand if you just think like a woman. If you just like alter your thinking, then it makes more sense. Cause I don't know how men think. Men are complicated too. Everybody's complicated. My phone knows time zone, so I don't have to. That's what I say too. Oh my god, my neck cracked. How can you save daylight using DT asking for... I don't know. It's easy. Sheepy Mountain Time is an hour ahead of you. Central is 3 hours ahead of you. Well, I live in Nightmare Realm, so it don't matter. Anything besides Nightmare Realm don't matter to me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We just have to completely change the way we think, I see. Or just be more open-minded. That's a really strange thing to say. I don't like that. Men are pretty straightforward. Yeah, I don't like that. That's weird and gross. And only want one thing and it's disgusting that... What? Scam, we're being... Nightmare Realm standard time, true. Can we move to Nightmare Realm? No, only I live here. And I live here by myself because... I'm the alpha. I'm the alpha sigma grind said... I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I don't know, because I'm the only one who lives here. Because I'm a loner. Chai doesn't live with you and then... Oh, no, actually, I lied. Chai lives with me here. Chai lives with me here. Yeah, anyway. Purple Psychic Ice Fire Dragon lives in the dark abyss of my cold-hearted, evil, villainous soul. That is not the night. I mean, I guess that resides within the Nightmare Realm. I don't know, it's complicated. It's complex. It's a weird concept to consider. Anyways. We're gonna be reading book today. For now, I have decided 2 short stories. But if we do 3, then I might be slightly peeved later. But not entirely upset. Okay? Anyways. Let me open my book up. Ooh, I love those page turning noises. That's nice. Okay, so the first short story is called... Excuse me. The Flame of Prometheus by Yoko Taro. Alright, first page. A small flame smolders in the consciousness. Checkup sequence initiated. Camera connection unavailable. Link with motor mechanisms broken. Memory block defective. I made the inference that all my other functions aside from my consciousness had been destroyed. Log confirmed. A transmission record from the self-repair machines. A report that various tests are being performed on the... I don't know this word actually. Chassis? I don't know. Self-repair sounds sophisticated, but they are small ant-like robots that simply execute tests haphazardly. It was because of these ants that I was fortunately, or unfortunately, rebooted. Test that in the right arm. Test that in the left arm. Test that in the head. Test that in the lower body. Test that in the torso, yet again. Test that in the right arm. And like that, the crude robots surveyed the body to repair the fixable areas they find. Repair the visual mechanisms. Oh, it's so cute because in the book it has, instead of the eyes, it has ones. I think that's precious. That was my order to the ants that were in disarray. Instead of the preset programming that let them roam in disorder, a coordinated effort to repair would be much more efficient. But the ants ignored the order. Apparently my command mechanism was still malfunctioning. I sighed. Oh well. There was all the time in the world. I located my ID after searching through my deteriorated memory block. P33. It seems that was my model number. And next to it was a strange string of characters. P-chan! No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's what they meant. Was this an individualized ID? I wasn't really sure. I decided to stare at the characters until my mechanisms were fully functional. Oh, so cute. Anyway, sorry. I'm being serious. I'm reading seriously like a narrator. Sort of. It took 1,032 hours, 12 minutes, and 34 seconds for my transmission IO to recover so that I could communicate with the ants. At last, with functioning arms and legs, I began the required self-repair sequence. According to the restoration procedures, I first had to repair my memory block, but most of my memory had been destroyed, and there was little I could salvage from my charred memory drives. I decided to reluctantly move on to the next procedure, which was camera repair. 48 minutes and 21 seconds later, the first thing that popped into my recovered field of vision was an abyss. I could see a faint light near the bottom. I realized that I was clinging onto the ceiling. Another 21 seconds later, observing the ants moving about my body, there seemed to be some kind of gravity field keeping me and the ants fastened to the ceiling. I had to crack my knuckles. After analyzing the situation more objectively, I realized that my body was not clinging to the ceiling, but in fact, my internal camera had been inverted, and I was just lying on the ground. Simply put, it seemed I was lying on my back. I needed to repair the gravity sensor as soon as possible. 540 hours later. Recovery of links between arms and legs. They creaked as I got to my feet. The first thing to do was to find a replacement for the completely severed bundle of thick cords that acted as my spine. Determining that it was faster to find a spare than to gather materials and repair, I ordered the ants to find a spine from the P-33 series warehouse. But this was a mistake. Apparently, a security code was necessary, which at some point had been stored in my memory block. Without it, I, as well as the ants under my command, were not recognized as a P-33 series and were blocked out. In the end, we had to resort to hacking the warehouse's computers and forcefully extracting the parts, which took 120 hours. Exasperated, I stood up and looked around. Dust flew off me. I wondered how long I had been non-functional. A huge room with rubble scattered about. A rusty structure made of steel frames and plates that showered in red particles. How long had it been since my previous self came here? Glancing up, I saw a ray of light spilling in from nowhere in particular. The moment I saw that light, a phrase resurfaced in my memory block. It's ones and zeros now. Guys, it's ones and zeros now, the quote. I will see the outside world. That phrase was not in order. It was simply some character string data. Blah, blah, blah. Binary code, I know, right? I'll choose Lisa Voice as my Windows. Oh, shush. Excuse me. I will see the outside world. That phrase was not in order. It was simply some character string data. But that phrase spurred my memory, my consciousness, and my chases. It was a goal that I desired. I remember that he, in quotes, was the one that gave me the character data, but information about who he was had escaped my mind. My memory. I couldn't conclude why I remembered that phrase either. There were no other instructions in my stack. Seeing the outside world was only my current desire. Inspired by the phrase, I energetically put my left foot forward. I was going to go outside. That was what his wishes were and my desire. I put out my right foot with even more vigor. But my too powerful right foot punctured the rusted floor, which then quickly collapsed. I'm falling. Hold on, it's like robot foot. Boom. Falling through the through the rusted floor. Anyway, 32 minutes later, my body, which had fallen a few hundred meters and slammed into the bottom of the abyss, lay in several pieces. I was laughing. Ha 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 ha. Well, I was missing the vocalization unit, So in reality, I wasn't laughing, but my log was recording a flood of laughing activity. It was okay. I was alive. I ordered the ants to repair my arms and legs. They connected the arm, attached the claws, installed the rollers, connected another limb, then another limb, until my appearance completely changed into arachnoid form? Am I a spider? What? The restoration sequence for P33 only precisely restored... Am I a spider? Arachnoid? Whoa. What a word. The restoration sequence for P33 only precisely restored the Jesus to that of a P33. Oh, cute. Thank you for gifting 10 memberships. If you receive one, please say thank you. Hi, Lisa. Hello. Excuse me. But a P33's form was insufficient for escaping this abyss. That's why I discarded the procedure that my creator had and reconstructed my body, my way. Oh, wait. So we are a spider. Oh my god, so this, hold on, I'm going on Google Translate to understand how to properly pronounce this word, because it seems to be a reoccurring word in this short story. And I don't know English. Jeez. Oh. Chassis. Okay. Understood. Anyway, it seems like we want to be a spider. This android wants to be a spider. Arachnoid form. My bad. Not entirely spider, but partially. So, okay. Yeah, that's why I discarded the procedure that my creator had made and reconstructed my body my way. Chassis reconstruction was completed. Now I know how to say it. Okay, I dug into the cliff with each claw and slowly climbed up. The destination was the outside world. The beautiful world that he had yearned for. Of course, at first everything did not go as planned. The brittle walls quickly crumbled and I was thrown into the ground many times. Even when I was climbing well, falling debris from above knocked me off. The old structures were falling apart. Eigo Muzakashi. No, I'm just dumb. But also English hard. English complicated. Not hard, just difficult. Everything is a challenge. Even still, I shot grapnels into the walls, pinned my torso against the wall, created platforms, and used several other tricks to ascend. I spent day after day pushing my body closer and closer to the outside world. Since I felt my depth and speed of processing were inadequate, I stopped at a machinery room on the way and fused some stolen processing and memory circuits to my brain. My brain! Okay. I contemplated several plans of action and ran thought experiments. Some of the plans were better than others, yet I kept experimenting. It took 52 days to finally get back to the table where I initially awakened. On the center of the table were 4 unfamiliar black masses. I didn't remember them before I fell. That meant they were placed there before... Oh, they were placed there for some reason or another after I fell. The 4 masses mutated and stood up. They were robots. P-33 models designed for combat. They were a relatively bothersome model. The eye of an enemy lit up, and before I knew it, the robot was firing a particle ray. 4, 5, 6 seconds, the beam's particles disintegrated various objects in the surroundings. I was enduring. I was using 2 of my 4 limbs made of hardened material to shield myself from the attack. I retrieved the recommended strategy from my predictive memory block. With my upgraded processing power, I was able to simultaneously consider various options. I accumulated data from my sensors, weighed the options, and decided on the best course of action. If the enemy's energy tank was full, this attack would last a maximum of 24 seconds. My forelimbs would be able to withstand that damage. As my multiple oh wait, hold on. That's the attack noises. Where was I? Oh yeah. As my multiple processing circuits instantly settled complex dilemmas, the operation results resounded within me like a chorus. No complications found. 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 As soon as the particle beam was exhausted, bum, 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 bum. The 3 P-33 models in the rear launched missiles. I retaliated with a modified grapnel launcher. Oh, using it as a spear. Boom, boom. The metal rods pierced each and every missile. Boom, boom, brah, shoom. During the resulting shockwave, I landed on the flat surface the enemies were on. Immediately converted my right arm into a blade. And transition into combat mode. There was no chance for a P-33 to beat me, an evolved form of a P-33. It was an easy battle. I decided to use some spare nanoseconds to reflect about my enemies. Why did they attack me? Why were they not able to self-evolve? Of course, they were most likely being ordered to attack me in order to not evolve. But then why were they only capable of executing orders? Why? 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 It was simple to hack their operating system and render them non-functional, but I couldn't make myself do it. At that point, they would be nothing but tools. An order is not a desire. A desire is a joy that is ultimately self-acquired. My forelimbs, which were enduring the onslaught of the specialized attack model, started to fail, but I didn't give up. I deployed the ants and called out to them, "Let's live. Let's find a reason for our existence." That's what he taught me. I kept calling out, "Let's live! Let's live!" It goes on forever. It's like a paragraph of "let's live." Let's live! Let's live! Let's live! Steel masses clashing against each other in a demolished machine cave. The cries of machines. The walls shook from the sound of attacks and movements. The former sounding like a wolf's howl in the distance, and the latter akin to the roar of lions. Particle rays, close combat, electric shock. Bzzz. Oh wait, hold on. Boom, boom, pa 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 pa. Bzzz. And the particle ray. The P-33s were attacking, but in a simple pattern. It was easy to overcome. I just kept on screaming, as if I were praying. Oh. Sorry. 34 seconds since the battle began. One P-33 stopped moving. It stood there, staring at the weapon on its arm, hesitatingly surveying the battle. It had awakened, I could tell. It was probably thinking. The reason for its existence. What it should do from now. Let's live. Let's live. Let's live. Let's live. That's my desire. He had given us this desire. I kept chanting my mantra until the other 3 enemies stopped attacking. When the P-33s ceased their attacks, I chose to ask what they desired. And I decided I would respect their desires. The results? One of them decided to flee deep into Robot Mountain. One of them committed suicide. Oh, come my One of them committed soup on the side by throwing itself into the abyss. Period. Although it would most likely be revived by the ants in a few years. The other two decided to venture outside, like me. I fused with them, and we shared our chassis, memories, and consciousness. I strove to go even further. From there, the path was even more treacherous. I beat enemies, fused with them, and continued my journey to the outer world. I spent... Hi, Chai. Hi, girly pop. Excuse me. I spent many days and months scaling the mountain of machine rubble. I slowly climbed, granting consciousness to the machines I met along the way, and enlarging both my physical body and my What are you doing? What are you doing? Hold on. I'm putting her on my lap. Where'd you go? Never mind, she ran away. Sorry. She ran away. Where was I? Beat enemies. Okay. As time went by, my individual consciousness began to take the form of an infinitely complex being. It had fused with the entire mountain system, and various veins of thought flowed through me. It was probably more fitting to call myself we rather than I. We evolved slowly, but at an alarming rate. At this point, our physical form had no semblance to the human body. After moving so much, we had eventually taken on the most efficient form of mobility, a sphere that was roughly 20 meters in diameter. As soon as we were self-aware of our appearance, we were thrown into a fit of hysteria. At this rate, he might not recognize us. But there was nothing we could do. We weren't sure of what the correct appearance would be anyway. On top of that, we had no clue what he looked like, how he spoke, or what his name was. We finally cached the nickname Pita. Oh, Pita! Okay. In our memory block. Okay. For it was our name and proof of our desire. 534 days after our reboot. We were ready. Below us was this gigantic hole we had been digging. In the end, there was no path large enough for our enlarged self, so we had to burrow through the mountain of metal scraps. Right in front of us was thick, reinforced ceiling. According to the ants, on the other side of the ceiling was the outside world. All guns aimed upward, locked in. Locked in! Sorry, excuse me, it's quiet reading time. Locked in. Safety cables in case of a fall prepared. Fuel tank armored equipped. Direction modifications to boosters completed. All necessary inspections completed by the several hundred of us that resides in this whirlpool of consciousness. Fire. Bang! A single pillar of light rose from the apex of the structure known as Robot Mountain. A moment later, the top fifth of the mountain was blown off in a magnificent explosion. The hole that emerged looked like a grotesque mouth of a volcano. And from the center of that hole, an enormous ball of metal, about 50 meters in diameter, appeared. It was us, the result of fusing together dozens of different robots and machining tools. A form that attempted universal harmony. A superintelligence consisting of numerous conjoined memories and consciousnesses. We used the propellant that we had accumulated to hurl ourselves into the sky. Along with the thunderous roar of the jets, weakly linked parts crumbled away. But we did not hesitate. Out to a world not yet discovered, to keep our promise to him. Camera on. The sensors were instantly clipped with blinding white light. The howling wind was captured by the mic. The data from the temperature sensor and object scanner implied that it was a snowy day. It was a nice day, I thought. Blip, blip, blip. Right as a part of me was using some spare time to scan for potential proximity dangers, radar detected several thousand objects moving across the ground. Detection was delayed because the objects were using some kind of mechanism to conceal themselves from both radar and temperature sensors. Camouflage? Why would they need such a thing? As I locked on, I saw a gash-like flash of light tear through the ground. Bulbous explosions filled my field of vision. Blah, blah, blah. It seemed the moving objects were divided into two factions and warring against each other. I set out to examine the objects even further. Why are they at war? Why are they at war? I don't know, I guess we'll figure it out. One faction consisted of robots ranging from several meters to several dozen meters high. Since their appearances were unfamiliar, I performed an analysis but could not find a match in my database. If I had to say, their appearances were something like the combination of a catfish, grasshopper, and orange. Their design clearly indicated they were of a foreign origin. Excuse me. A 6-0 short story would be so cool, right? The other faction was composed of humanoid warriors. The majority of them were infantry. Their design was familiar, which meant that their origins were similar to ours. At first blush, they appeared to be human, but upon further inspection they were extremely underdressed, almost naked, which eliminated any possibility that they were humans. No human would go to war naked in a blizzard like this. My integrated consciousness speculated that they were androids. Women. All of the androids were female types. They were probably communicating with light waves or something similar, because they were fighting without emitting sound or radio waves, which I couldn't figure out why. They were fighting catfish. What happened to this world? People, where were the humans? Right as I was processing these questions, I experienced a severe vibration. Bzzz! A direct hit from a missile. Oh, Dragon of Dojima, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. If you receive them, please say thank you. I must leave, thanks for the stream. Oh, I think those SFX will give us nightmares tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. No dreams of war. No dreams of war. Please. If you receive one, please say thank you. Where was I? A direct hit from a missile, then 2 hits, 3. They were considerately accompanied by laser beams and particle rays. Pieces of us were sliced away from our core. We were not worried. Reinforced by countless layers of metal, our processing units and fuel tank would probably be safe. That confidence was something we had gained during the process of refining ourselves, we think. Why are the machines having a war? The answer was simple. Because they had been ordered to. Both the machines and the women were made to solely follow what they were told to do. Their purpose in life was to break themselves against one another. Lisa, you're my favorite singer in terms of each. Oh, thank you! So sweet. We shivered. We feared death. Where would we go when we died? What reason was there for being destroyed and erased from existence? What happened after after we were damaged beyond repair? And then for a paragraph, it's like, scared, 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 scared. We screamed uncontrollably. We thought as we screamed, why were these machines participating in such a horrifying war? Because they had no notion of fear. Fear stemmed from desire. They were not alive, had no desires of their own, hence they could fight without thinking. Then let's give it to them, a reason to live. I sent out some flying hub units that were connected to the wireless network, and with them hacked the robots that had fired upon us. Due to the awkward interface, it took about 4 seconds to be granted access. Their memory block was bare except for some simple commands. It was like somebody had placed a single chair in the middle of an otherwise empty grand hall. Wasteful. It was embarrassing. I felt as though I were looking at my previous self. We gently reached out toward the unaware program. Let's live. That was the revelation we had received, and it was our duty to distribute it. We went around, awakening the machines around us. Let's live. Let's live. Let's live. We are inorganic matter and subsequently have no consciousness. Then let's give it to them. Consciousness, pain, joy, sadness, anger, shame, solitude, a future, and a reason to live. Little by little, the hacked robots stopped fighting. I similarly addressed the androids. Communicating was much more straightforward with them than with a catfish. The flashing beams and explosions in the snowstorm were eventually replaced by an expanding chain of affectionate transmissions. We shivered as we ascended. The machines and androids began to sing. Shooting fueled by hatred transformed into a salute, declaring the end of war. Praise this joy. Praise the fact that we are living. We were satisfied. The catfish and the androids were us, and we were the catfish and androids. We were us. We were sitting in the spacious processing circuit. Some of us were gleefully laughing at a future filled with hope. Some of us were shaking at a future that was uncertain. Some of us were in conversation, and some of us kept quiet and shut our eyes. We were not uniform whole, but existed in the consciousness of our individual quirks. This way, there was a higher probability that we would survive. And besides, it was impossible for entities that had their own wills to merge completely. The moment one established themselves as an individual, a boundary appeared between them and the others. Perhaps if we returned to our machine identities, we could fuse again, but we chose not to do so. Our circuits that mimicked the human brain was built with many interconnected nerve components. It was reminiscent of how humans would have conferences to decide on things. Perhaps having a consciousness was not complete consolidation, but was rather like a network society. Conversation withered away. We felt the silence encroaching. Everyone slowly stood up, then peeked through the camera viewfinder to see the outside world. We shoot through a layer of polluted air and perceived the stars. We had passed the stratosphere. A great sense of accomplishment washed over us. Oh, my mama is on the way. Oh, man. Well, luckily I finished my story. Excuse me. We had passed the stratosphere. A great sense of accomplishments washed over us. We shouted gleefully in unison. It seemed the sky, the stars, the machines, life, we were all celebrating with us. Our shouts eventually turned into song. We are making our way outside to hold our promise to you. We are alive, just like you. We sing, we sing, we sing. Will it reach you? Will these feelings reach you? Hallelujah! 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 From the wistful machines, their song and only their song resounds throughout space. Oh my goodness! I'm not quite sure how long these short stories are, but I'm a little afraid to start another one. Which is kind of a bummer, because I wanted to read another one. But this one is a bit longer, so I might as well save it for another time. This one is... How many pages is this? Oh yeah, this next one is like 90 pages, or... No, 90 pages. I was right the first time. Yeah, so I must not do that one. I want to read it in order though. Are there shorter ones? There are some shorter ones, but I want to read it in order. Are these stories written by the same person? No, actually. I was looking at the table of contents, and some of them are written by Yoko Taro, but some of them are written by Jun Eshima. So, just two authors. But I think that's pretty cool. It's okay. We'll read more soon. Yeah, we'll read more soon. Just because my mom is on the way and she's got company, so I would rather not have to manage that. But I'm glad that we got to at least see each other today. That was really nice. Maybe tomorrow we can read more short story. Just for a little. That would be nice. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for a short time. I'm sorry that it wasn't very long, but I'm glad that I got to see you. I'll read more to you tomorrow. Well, I like to read to you at nighttime. It's like a bedtime story. It's not the best bedtime story because it's about war and violence, but that one had a silver lining. That one had a happy ending. They shot themselves into the sky and sang a song about it. I hope my reading was okay. I don't know. I don't know a lot of big words sometimes. But, I don't even know what a chassis is. Let me look this up. Rectangular are usually steel frames supported on spring. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna look at a picture. Oh, wheels! Yeah, I stumble and my stutter comes out sometimes, but I hope it's not bad. Miana! Thank you for being a sheepy hat for 8 months. Bye. Thanks for the SFX. Thanks. No problem. No problem. The immersion was nuts. I'm so glad. Next time I'll play, I'm sure it's like video game music. I doubt that it would get copyright or like content ID'd. I'll just do the NieR soundtrack next time. Duh! I should have done that this time. I don't know why I didn't do that. I didn't think about it. You need to make audiobooks, SFX included. I make the audiobooks? Whoa. Maybe. Song of the end piano would be nice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like reading. I like bedtime reading because then it's like soft and then you can fall asleep. I would not be offended if you fell asleep during stream. As long as it's not like a boring fall asleep. It's like a comfy falling asleep. Like, oh my gosh, this girl needs to quit yapping or else I'm gonna go. But I doubt that would happen. I feel like you guys are very enamored when I speak. Not enamored, that's a wrong word. Like you are interested in what I have to say. The sheep keeps yapping. Chassis is a body of a machine. Making audiobooks is a lot of recording work. True. Engaged. Engaged. Yeah. Sorry, that was the wrong word to use. It's not the right word to use. Anyway, what if you... Achoo! Achoo! That's what I think of hack shoe. Because when you hack, it's like... So hack shoe, like, are you okay? Do you have, like, sleep apnea? Do you need, like, the machine? Or, like, those nose strips that make you, like, not snore? If that's the wrong word, I don't want you to be right. Bless you? I don't know. They said hack shoe. Enamored works, charmed even, bewitched perhaps. Whoa. Doesn't hack shoe also mean hand? Wait, I thought you were talking about because I was talking about honk shoe. So I was like, hack shoe? Is that like when you're coughing in your sleep apnea? Context clues, guys, please. I'm silly and goofy. Context clues. Hacksaw? No hacksaw. Anyway. Anyway, I'm stopping yapping now. I don't want to get in trouble. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. For reading one unfortunately one story. But I'll read to you tomorrow. I'll read you some tomorrow. Yeah, that would be nice. Thank you for the chill stream, Lisa. No problem. Thank you for hanging out. Okie dokie. See you guys later. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Anyway, sorry. Brain fart. Alright, let's say sheepy. See you guys later. Thanks for hanging. Miss ya. Okie dokie.